Yeah, we are going to be returning to Asheville, North Carolina. All right. Just let it.
Yeah, I just think we just have a conversation.
Well, it has been a minute since we have created, I would say, one of these more sit-down conversation style videos. We have had a busy couple of months, and we're here to give you some updates.
Okay, first and foremost, we are not dead. We have had a lot of people messaging being like, are you guys still alive?
What happened?
You haven't posted in like a couple months. And so we're here to say, no, the rumors are not true. We're not dead. We're still here. And we literally have been grinding so hard.
We have, and we've been posting some music videos throughout December and January. We had our huge Christmas show at the end of December. That took up October, November, December.
And we toured all the way.
We toured, and we've been posting some of those videos a little bit here and there, and we hope you've enjoyed those. But and then January came, and man, it was a blitz. We got sick.
Yes,
we recovered.
for like 10 days.
We had some stuff happen in the family that we had to tend to. It was just a crazy start, and we've been doing a little bit of traveling, and we're also excited because we are going to be announcing that we will be doing some traveling in the week upcoming.
Yeah, so I mean, ultimately for us in the last few months, we have just been waking up, working our butts off on new music, on a new album, on our tour. So as you guys know, we are full-time musicians and we are also citizen journalists. So you kind of get a mixed bag of nuts here on our channel, which a lot of you said that you really enjoy. So we're going to be bringing more of that to you, especially later this month, because what's happening?
Yeah, we are going to be returning to Asheville, North Carolina to do some interviews and some conversations about what is happening 2 months after Hurricane Helene. 3 months.
No, September it happened. Yeah. October, November, December, January, February. It happened September.
Okay, 5 months.
But it was the end of September.
That just shows you how out of touch we are with time. But yeah, so we're going to be going back to follow up on what's happening on the ground there. Yeah, and so we've had some basic conversations with some people over the phone. And
actually, I didn't even tell you this, but I just got a hold of the owners of Old Europe, which is the cafe that gave away all of the free food to everyone, not just for one day, not just for two, but for literally for weeks. These people are saints. And we're gonna get to talk to the owner the day before Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And then, I didn't tell you this update either, the day of Valentine's Day, we're going to get to meet with the Hawkins family. And as you guys saw, the Hawkins family is the family that was rescued out of the floodwaters there. So we're gonna get to meet with them. And I'm so excited because this will actually be our official first time meeting in person, even though we have spoken on the phone so many times.
Yes, but one of the things we have heard is that things are still very difficult there. And so we are glad to do our part to go back to continue to bring about awareness for the good people of North Carolina and other places as well. Our stories have now become intermingled through this whole journey, and we just hope to shed light on what's happening there in a meaningful way so we can share it with you, and ultimately, hopefully that benefits you and also maybe somebody else that you can share it with. Another thing that we wanted to say too is that we will be posting more videos along the way, getting ready to leave for Nashville, also music videos.
Because we're gonna go to Nashville first, then we're going to Asheville, then we're going to Charlotte.
Then Charlotte. And so we'll be busy, we'll be posting. Let us know what you're enjoying. Make sure to hit us up with some comments and say, hey, this is what I really want to see. When we're in Asheville, is there something in particular you want us to go look at or talk about? These are all great things to explore in the comments, and make sure to check out some of the other videos as well. So we're super stoked. Some of the other developments that have happened here on our YouTube channel is that you can now become a member of our channel.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which is a development. And if you're active on the YouTube community, you actually may know more than I do about this. So we just want to say that there's a lot of opportunities now.
How do people actually do that?
Yeah, I actually am not 100% sure. I believe there's a button somewhere below where you can click and become a member, which means that you can support us financially through this journey. As you know, we're artists, and it's not easy out there and making content and doing what we do, but we want to do it in a way that is honest and true. And I think the best way to do that is to just go right to the viewers and say, hey, if you want to support this, you can.
Yeah, and I think it's important to note that we are 100% independent, and the truth is very important to us. So we're very discerning, and whatever we're filming, it's literally what's happening in the moment, and we're not altering it or anything like that. So because we're full-time musicians, we we travel all over all the time, and the money that we make, it goes to help us pay for like health insurance, things that are normal that regular people have to pay for, but we have not had a home address for almost a decade.
This is true.
Oh my gosh, when did we leave New York?
I don't know.
It's been crazy.
2015, 2016, when we went on tour to make our State of the Unity film. Which, if you haven't had a chance to check out State of the Unity, you can check that out as well. It's on Apple TV. And that if you enjoy the work that we've done in the past, you may enjoy that film because it kind of has the same quality to it of the stuff that we've put out. Another thing we wanted to say, too, is that I think it's interesting because we've been putting out music videos on our channel, and for some reason, those just tend not to get a lot of, traction. So we need your help. If you see a music video that you want to listen to and comment and like, that would be really helpful, because we don't understand, I don't know why music just original music, which is really important to us, is vital to us. We believe it's very important to have it through these times, difficult times. It doesn't get shared as often. The algorithms don't work as well with it. So if you see some original music and you're willing to take a shot on something that you've never heard before and listen, and you give it a like or a share, it means a lot to us. We would really, really appreciate that.
And I just want to spend the last few minutes here just having a little conversation with you and just asking questions back and forth. So for all of those people out there who don't know who the heck we are or where we came from, I'm going to ask you, where are you from? And then I'll explain where I'm from as well.
Well, my name is Nathaniel Hoff, nice to meet you. And I was born in Michigan City, Indiana, northwest corner of Indiana, about 45 minutes east of Chicago. And born and raised, went to school in South Bend, and then college in Fort Wayne, and then off to New York after that. What about you?
Yeah, so I was born and raised in South Bend, Indiana, and I went to Marion High School, where I met you when I was 15 years old, and he started giving me guitar lessons. He'd come over to my house, and you were only, 16 or 17 at the time? Did you just turn 17 when we?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we started writing music together, and that became very important, and then ultimately the music led us to falling in love. So we are high school sweethearts from Indiana originally. And then after that, we went through college and we graduated and we hit the ground running. We did our first ever cross-country American tour.
Although we call it a tour, but it wasn't, It
was a tour. It was like what?
It was like shows.
It was like 42 dates.
We played shows. We performed shows.
It was pretty wild. We
didn't know what we were doing. We were just putting music out into the internet webs and just saying, hey, if you want to come see a show. But that's obviously... it's a lot more complicated than that.
Do you remember on our first tour, we actually packed a hoodoo machine in our vehicle to print on-demand t-shirts?
It was
You Do.
Which was a self-screen printing mechanism that we thought we were going to be screen printing and selling shirts on the road. Yeah, we've evolved a lot since then. In some ways we have, and in some ways we haven't. We still travel around with a bunch of stuff in our van.
But we don't travel around and make gear anymore.
No, we don't. We're reasonable at what we can accomplish on the road.
We do hire screen printers now. But I think that that early part of our lives, that DIY, that is truly something that is strong as it was all those years ago as it is today. So we're fully independent, and that is going away in our country. And I think as we are on this roller coaster ride right now in our country between, politics and viewpoints and what's happening economically, we are seeing things on the ground where we are tending to see these kind of tinier mom and pop shops closing down, which is really devastating. And I think it's important for us to bring light to the fact that it's important to support independent. If we don't support it, then it will go away, and we don't want to see that, because that, I think, is a big part of our American culture.
All right, so we're just going to do some really rapid fire questions here back and forth, and then we're going to end with some pertinent information about what to expect over the next coming months here with our channel, and also with some new material that we'll be putting out. But we'll start off with just a couple of random questions so you can get to know us maybe a little bit more. So favorite color?
Green.
Now you have to ask me a random question.
Favorite food?
Pizza. Favorite landscape?
Oh my gosh. The beach.
Okay.
Yours?
The golf course.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee. Favorite food?
That's a toss-up between Italian and I would say Lebanese food. I love it
But
so
food,
much.
particular food.
Homemade pasta with a beautiful marinara sauce with little blistered tomatoes.
It's supposed to be fast. What else?
Okay,
What else you got?
Favorite stage you ever played on?
The Morris Performing Arts Center, South Bend, Indiana. Favorite time of day?
Oh, never been asked that. Sunset. Favorite shirt? Brand.
Ooh. Maybe. I don't know. I've never thought about that.
What?
I have to get back to you.
No. You gotta pick something.
Buck Mason.
Okay, love it. Wow, bougie. What else?
I don't know. If you have more questions for us, post it in the comments below. We will make sure to comment on them, and we'll answer your questions as well. We just wanted to start a little bit of a community interaction here so we can get to know you, because we are new at this. We're learning about the ways this works, what works on our channel, what doesn't, putting music out there, putting out this content. Let us know what you want to know. And also going to be traveling.
Let us know what you want to know. I like that.
Let us know what you want to know.
Okay, also, I've been
Gotta wrap it up,
wondering,
though.
I know, I'm almost done. Would you like to see us do more like our hot take on something, whether it's something in the news or whether it's relationships or whether it's traveling? Like, what do you want to hear? We'd love to hear from you.
And finally, we're going to wrap up with some stuff that's happening over the next year. One of the things that we didn't really get a chance to talk about is that last year we were filming in 2024. We knew it was going to be an interesting year. We started filming actually in January, and then we had the Hurricane Helene thing happen. We went to the RNC, the DNC, and we've been putting together all this different footage from the year because we know we're going to make a sequel to our first film, State of the Unity. We had no idea. I mean, you never know when you make a documentary what's going to happen ultimately.
It took us literally 8 years to make that
But
thing.
it's been exhausting. Last year was an exhausting year filming it, but we were also asking people for their support in creating another film. If you believe in independent filmmaking, if you believe in independent music, a film is a great way to support. You can also support us here on the channel. But we are working on another film called State of the Unity, Finding America. It's going to be, there will be a travel element at some point. We're not sure when that'll be, probably sometime this year. So keep your eyes up for that. Maybe a tour, or you can come see us on the road. And then we're also putting out a new album. So lots of things going on. And then Jillian, I'll let you give some personal updates. I've got some personal updates. I'm releasing some new music under Nathaniel Paul, which is my musical project, and have some awesome updates coming from that. You can follow me on Nathaniel Paul Hoff, I believe, on socials, and also
on Instagram and Facebook. Oh my gosh.
If you're into that, I post maybe once a month, but I'm getting better at it. And what about you? What do you got going on?
Okay, so I am also getting ready to release my first solo project, Jillian Spees, on Spotify and Apple Music with my first single that I wrote.
Cool.
And so you'll be able to see that. Plus, I am going to be hosting my Wild Wondrous Women's Retreat this upcoming August. So you can find more at wildwondrouswomen.com.
All right, well, that's it for now. We will be joining you hopefully on a more consistent basis. We're going to figure that out, but we are going to be traveling this week down to Asheville, so we will be taking you with us. And I'm excited to share what is happening in a very real and meaningful way so that we can continue to support the wonderful people of North Carolina. That's it. Ever upwards, friends.
Shine on.